So another match against Bomb. And again, we have first place. Let's take the Engineering Genius here and then take a look at the Leaders and Wonders. So Pierre and Malena again. Okay, and Mandela as well. This time there's the Red Cross and no Ocean Liner. Bach and Joan of Arc. That's very much to my liking. Joan of Arc, Bach and Malena. Nostradamus, Saladin. I mean, he did have Zizka last game. I don't think he did that much with him, but yeah, I guess he got that one war. And also that maybe the first colony was a misplay. Yeah, let's not concentrate on last game, guys. We have this game to win. Last game he also took a long time for the first turn, so I guess he's taking a very long look at Leaders and Wonders, analyzing everything. So I guess we should do the same. A lot of military actions: Caesar, Colosseum, Joan of Arc, Napoleon, Catherine, and Kremlin. All of them with extra MAs. St. Pete's and Joan of Arc. Machu Picchu. No good. I mean, Colosseum. One good wonder out. And then there's Library as well. And he could take Stonehenge Homer here. Could Urban Growth Stonehenge. Something like that. And it looks like we have a pretty early bet here. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win? We have one bet from Jim. Jim believes in me. He always does. And John is indeed a good boy, as his name says. Also bets on me. Very nice. Bet zero all. I don't think that one works. You have to check first how much culture you have, which is probably not that much. But I don't think the all command works, or does it? Nope, it doesn't. Elo systems are asymptotic, so I'll get my points back. Sadly, I won't. I'm a lot higher ranked than him, so losing loses me a lot of points, and winning doesn't give me that many. We get more than like we would be doing it in the correct order, but we're not. It's gonna be better for us that we first lost and then won. If we win, that is. If we win, that is. Oh, and Hannes adding some culture. Such a nice guy, this Hannes guy. I'm really wondering, is he really taking this much time to analyze his first turn, or is he just not here again at the start? Yes, I will lose a lot of points, and then when I beat a strong player, I will gain them back at some point. That's the idea, at least. Yeah, that's true. So even though I lost to Bomb last game, you guys still believe in me. 5 bets on me, 0 on Bomb thus far. As a chess player that always has bad streaks, you always come back. Nice, nice. So generous with the digital gambling currency. Yeah. Oh, Caesar for 2. Interesting. So I will take Colosseum. First of all, to defend against his potential aggression. And it's the only wonder coming out, so I basically have to do this. And then I build this, maybe get Sun Tzu next turn. We bet on him on his stream. Okay, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, will be interesting to see if he. I mean, do you have was that just a joke, or is he streaming? I don't think he is, right? Oh, Joan of Arc and Saladin early. Yeah, I'm wondering as well. Rather, is he streaming? I don't think so. I think Meeple was just making a joke, probably. Yeah, just a joke. But you got us. Well, this looks pretty good, I think. Am I gonna go Sun Tzu? Yeah. Maybe not for too long. Go for early Joan of Arc or Saladin. And there's a tactic already. That was a long one. Okay, he plays a tactic, goes for Saladin. So he didn't use Caesar at all. He grabbed Caesar for 2 and he drew 1 extra card and nothing else with Caesar. Seems questionable. I really like the Knowledge of the Ancients. He doesn't have an HA Wonder, so let's go for that. Development Warfare is not that good for us, but he also doesn't have a free pop. Yeah, nice water pose there. Yeah, thank you, Jim. That was a very good one. That really was a very good one. I could just go for Joan of Arc right now. Still got on Masonry for him, maybe, but that's I can't do anything about that. But yeah, maybe that's what he's gonna go for. Could be a very interesting start. Like maybe just grab the irrigation. I mean, this doesn't look good, if we're honest, but it's basically impossible to get out of corruption if we don't do this. I have to spend some resources. I guess I could just go for 1 irrigation and skip Joan of Arc. And Joan of Arc isn't that good for us because we have the Colosseum that gives a military action and happy faces. So we would be waiting for something else. Well, gamble on development of religion. Yeah, the problem is I can't really, because if we don't build that religion, we would have corruption. This allows me to finish Colosseum next turn. Maybe even grab a cheeky Taj Mahal, but probably not. If I could grab Joan of Arc here as well, that would be good, but I don't think I can, right? Yeah, grab, play, upgrade irrigation, and have to increase pop to not have corruption. No, Joan of Arc will not give +1 from the Colosseum. You're thinking of probably Michelangelo. Joan of Arc gives extra strength for temples. So you want to build some temples, and then she gives military actions. We have military action, and we have happy face, so we don't really need the temple. Okay, monarchy firm, and oh, Silk Road, yes, and the masonry, nice call. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go for vast territory and Barbarossa. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think. And we're gonna finish this, grab the touch for free, go up to 4 strength. Yeah, this is the perfect Barbarossa game. We have the vast territory in there. We have irrigation, we have the Colosseum, which is basically the perfect wonder for Barbarossa. We have an upgraded fighting band. Yes. This is what we're doing today. Cartography, I don't think I had a single civil action that turn that I would have wanted. And with the great thing, with the vast territory, or with Barbarossa, we don't need cartography really. We have extra military action, we have Barbarossa. Okay, knights for him. Starts building that thing, okay. But we get an iron, we get an engineering genius. Alright, Shadow Knight. Welcome, welcome. Let's play Reign of Terror here. Even more food. Okay, so what do we do with all the food? Another guy who can use that. And that guy is Barb. So building one more. I mean, we don't have to. We have the reds in hand, so we don't have to spend the food this turn. We can just go for an iron. And then I can maybe wait for the swordsman, so I don't spend extra military actions. Yeah, I think I like that. And then engineering genius is also good for the touch. Okay, I like all of these cards, and then we're gonna put maybe the raiders in there as well. I mean, rebellion could also be good. And these are the last swordsmen, so he could grab them away. Oh yeah, George, the guys are explaining why the combos are good. It's mainly that Barbarossa needs military actions and happy faces and food. And the Colosseum gives military actions and happy faces. That's why it's so good. Okay, he goes for the Silk Road. Didn't grab the swordsman, so we're gonna play the raiders here, I guess. It's we're gonna be quite strong, I imagine. Markets, we take the resource, of course. Swordsman. 2 of them. Anything else we want? Do we want the... I guess we don't increase population here anyway. Just urban growth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really change much whatever we take, right? St. Pete's gonna be staying on 2 for him anyway. I could just grab patriotism. But it, yeah, I mean, feels a little bit like a waste. We don't have a lot of civil actions, so grabbing patriotism. And could also make him afraid some more. And urban growth and frugality. Frugality is a no. Urban growth. No, we are spending a lot of military actions. We could go for patriotism. He skipped iron, by the way. He skipped iron. So which land is also going to be useless? Okay, he builds that warrior. He goes for, okay, 8 strength. But 8 is not 10. 8 is not 10. And I think we can then go for Pestilence. We have a lot of extra pop, he doesn't, so Pestilence is good. Raiders is good as well. Sure, I like finishing the touch. Also gives extra signs from the knowledge then. And then maybe the code. I mean, he has 10 science, yeah, we want to take the code away from him. We really need more happy faces. But I guess there's the vast, and then that will help. Oof, that's some good tactics drawn. Sadly, not something with swordsman. Okay, there's vast. I mean, we might get rid of some of the swordsmen here. I mean, I would. 7 is a lot. But we have Barbarossa. And how much can he send? Either he sends an army. If he does that, he can win, but that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potentially. So you don't even have to send 7 sixes. He sends the entire army? Really? Yes, really. Okay, okay. I think that was a good move by me to let that go. That's expensive. Especially because he only has 2 military actions, so... we have a kidnap, nice. Kidnap and a raid. The raid is gonna be... Brand Circus gone, philosophy gone, or even 2 philosophies gone. And he can't defend. There's Napoleon, okay. Can give military actions. We could actually go for kidnapping the revolutionary idea. But I guess it's better to destroy 2. And with the raid we destroyed 2 of his philosophies. That's a lot of resources. And no signs for him. And some nice resources for us. So the question, I mean, can this get us out of corruption? We need happy face, so maybe team sports. It's amazing who discounts the resource you gain. If we would have destroyed the Brand Circus, then yes, I think so. But the most important part is that he only needs 2 resources to rebuild the Brand Circuses. So if we destroy philosophy, 6 resources gone for him. And if we destroy Brand Circus and philosophy, 5 resources gone from him. So I like this setup. We really need science. It would have been quite nice to play the kidnap and kidnap his revolutionary idea. But maybe we can do that next turn, who knows. Can just increase this maybe. And more food. Always more food. If I go for any of those tactics, it's not gonna be the... it would have been the fortifications. For next turn we could try to maybe go for scientific method. Okay, rebuilds, goes for Napoleon, so there's no more aggressions. Yeah, very unlikely. Yeah, definitely no more aggressions. He gets stronger actually. Oh, but strategy and scientific method. Can we somehow make that work? Probably not. There's a lot of good cards here. I want all of them. And this would be really nice to get stronger than him. Or maybe even this. Oh, I don't have enough. That will be very bad for my science. You need science when you can go for oneness, right? Patriotism, well, I think I need this strategy. I mean, yeah, I definitely don't want to give him the strategy. But how do I... This is a tricky turn, because we don't have much to do. There is knowledge of the ancients, so we have 3 extra science there. And maybe we get railroad next turn or something. Yeah, we could play something. If we get the knowledge. I mean, if he loses population, he won't be too happy about that. I guess this is fine. Yes, we do have the food, but he doesn't. So the 50-50 isn't as bad for us, but it would be very bad for him. Also, oh, there's Howard College. Maybe that's something we can go for. And develop territory. That's a good colony for us. Especially with Catherine, we can maybe just, yeah, go for military game. Use Barbarossa some more. Yeah, of course, it's always hard to fight against Napoleon. But we know that he doesn't have the mobile artillery. Okay, what does he go for? Get stronger, okay. Where does the Howard College land? Awkward spot. I think here I risk the developed territory now. Knowledge of the ancients, okay. A lot of science. Just this and then Howard College. Do I go for code? Code and Howard College. Strategy is just for later, especially if I go for Catherine. I don't need that right now. Delays my Howard College quite a bit, but I really want that wonder. I want more science. If we get more science, we're fine. Then we have everything. I can still use Barbarossa. I don't think I want to use them anymore. Just this is enough. Aggressions will be impossible. Interesting that he took the navigation, but I mean, maybe that was a reason not to go for the developed. Didn't see that. I mean, maybe I don't think he played colonies himself. I don't think this is a colony. I mean, you never know. Reign of Terror, he loses a pop, he has to destroy something. That's resources gone. That's the worst part for him, I guess. I mean, he also needs the population, doesn't have that much. But he's really struggling with resource because he only has those 3 bronze. He had to rebuild philosophy. This game reminds me of Piata. Yeah, this is definitely the Piata style. He loves Barbarossa. He loves, yeah, just everything into strength. Just build more and more swordsmen. Okay, journalism and urban growth. He really likes his journalism. It's really hard to say if we're gonna be strong or not yet. So I don't think I'm gonna play refugees or international negotiations. So rebellion then? I guess so. Immigration, we both have the we both have the most, okay. We use patriotism here one more time. Catherine. Start building on the Harvard College. Maybe grab Conmon. Finish the Harvard College next turn. Seems like a good idea. Was that a good turn? Yeah, I think so as well. In general, it's looking quite good, I would say. Mainly because he only has 4 resources. He does have some more from the Silk Road, especially with all the reserves in hand, but yeah, one side, he destroyed his lab. He definitely plans to go for journalism this turn. And he does, but that's all of his resources gone. Plans to go for coal. Okay. No cannon for him. I mean, I could just go for Catherine, but Pestilence on top means he has to destroy another thing. So we could just play refugees or international negotiations first, maybe. And the Pestilence will be quite bad for him and be alright for us. So we can just lose an unhappy worker, an idle worker. Cannon and breakthrough. Or do I take the rifleman? Could have built one more, upgraded one more swordsman for Cat's extra action. We did that last turn, if you mean. We spent 1 military action. So we drew exactly 3. This turn I can do that. Spend that 1. Yeah, the riflemen seem very important. Breakthrough would be nice as well. It's definitely quite nice for him, but I think this is... Could even think about keeping this. Last turn, what do you mean? Last turn, what do you mean with Catherine's extra action? Oh, we had patriotism as well. Oh yeah, I guess then we could have done that last turn. Okay, we definitely want this colony. 11 is quite a nice bet. Okay, he would have gone up to 9. Oh, that's very nice. A lot of science. Helps with the happy faces as well. He has to delete something. Might be a unit. And he probably goes for coal here. But he doesn't have efficient upgrades or rich lands. And especially now his navigation is gonna be too late. It would have been maybe a problem if he went for navigation before this turn. Maybe he does it this turn to get stronger. Okay, he shows Hussars, okay. Doesn't get stronger, so we just use Catherine. And Democracy. Yeah, Democracy next turn feels really, really good. Yeah. And then the question is, what else do we do this turn? We could change leader into Marlene. But she doesn't give us anything right now. Yeah, maybe just Democracy and... Is it just an iron? Nothing. There's Red Cross. We could go for an extra irrigation. Yeah, I think the extra irrigation makes a lot of sense. We need a lot of pop. There's the Red Cross. Then Democracy next turn gives a lot of civil actions. Yeah, sure, let's go. This can't spend the extra civil action, but that's fine. Con one time? No. It's a really, really early Democracy, and that's a lot better than the Conmon. It's gonna be a lot of culture. We also have Catherine and strategy for military actions if we need them. Military build-up on 3, that... Yeah, I could definitely see him grabbing that. As for leaders, there's Pierre for both of us. Yeah, we both could go for Pierre. Mandela is an option for both of us as well, but hard to grab. Okay, goes for another journalism and Einstein, okay. He's not patient enough for Pierre. But of Wonders is also really, really good. Let's go for that. He did play another territory, okay. 8, alright. I think that's worth it. Honestly, how good is Mandela here? Pretty good. Pretty good. Then we get military build-up and maybe patriotism. I guess I can wait for Mandela next turn. Throw on something here. Which I'm not sure I do. So this definitely happens. I'm sure I would like the revolutionary idea. And we are at a point where we could just transition into cannon, so I don't want to build a unit. Could not take patriotism, but increase pop and this, and then next turn Mandela is gonna get so much culture. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Rebellion, alright. And then we are ready for the Red Cross. Only problem is we don't have engineering, but we might still get that. And then we actually have a lot of resources that we could spend either on wonders, multimedia. Here goes for military theory. we can go for input of colonies. Yeah, we are stronger than him. Let's go for that one. I mean, he just went for navigation. We could also go for balance right now, or government. And does it get better government? Let's go for it. The national negotiations, we can steal his science probably, right? He really likes his science. We could also take resources, because he really needs them as well. And we don't need science that much. The 3 food is not doing anything for him anyway. Honestly, I think resource might be most important for him here. And we get Mandela. It is quite expensive, but we get 6 culture from him. And then the 2 he has normally. It's also very good for government. And then maybe go for multimedia next turn, that is. And I don't think I can avoid the corruption this turn. Don't have to. Next turn I can go for multimedia. Build 1. With the urban growth. My culture is pretty close here, but Empire State is not that great for him. I really like taking the resources. He's not really looking that dangerous, I think, because we have so many resources and the military build-up. Too much food, yeah, but we save that for the Red Cross. That's the idea. Then I can spend my resource on multimedia and the food on the Red Cross. I like most of these cards, honestly. Maybe competition. I also like competition. Also like balance right now. What is he missing? Food. He could get Magnus Agriculture. He might. I guess competition can maybe go away. It's hard call. Wave of neo-nationalism. And military build-up, it doesn't really work. The others always have similar names. Where they can be. Like cultural heritage, rich land, urban growth, wave of nationalism, and then military build-up. I guess. That's an H4 card, yeah, that also makes sense. I have to remember, H3 is not the current day, it's up to today. Okay, civil service, revolutionary idea, reserves, no food for him, so balance is a safe bet now. Okay, Solanus doesn't do anything, there's Red Cross, but he definitely can't go for it. So we get 2 multimedias out this turn, and then we can grab and finish Red Cross next turn. And next is gonna be the last. Are we safe from a war? I mean, it's quite a lot of resources. Could declare the war, go for military theory, but not much else really. I mean, I will only have swordsman. That is the big worry. I don't go for strategy. So I don't know, maybe the extra multimedia is too much. Not got the military actions. Well, he has 3 from the military theory and 1 from the patriotism, so 4 military actions. After declaring the war, that could be a couple of knights, like 4 knights. Would have to destroy everything else because he doesn't have the pop. I guess it's questionable that he will do that. Also, he will have to grab... I mean, we have 11 science. That's sadly not enough for air forces. He would have to take away the tanks if they come out. I don't know if this extra multimedia is necessary, though. And the question is, what do we do instead? Could end the age, then he loses his patriotism and his wave. Just grab 2 reserves. We'll have 4 corruption, which is not ideal. We also don't get the full... I guess we still get most of our production, and we have reserves. I guess I shouldn't be worried too much, but I always want to stay alert. I mean, even if he grabs Red Cross away, we can still go for fast food chains, which is also really good for us. I just want to make super sure that we are safe. So ending the age should probably do that. Or is the safer option to not go for engineering and go for cannons instead? Play the tactic. I can go for 3 swordsmen, which is not that much strength actually. And this is 5 extra already. Maybe this is too greedy with the multimedia. Engineering seems pretty important. Then maybe I should go for the cannon. And at the age, so he loses patriotism and the wave, can't use that. I think this should be enough. We have some really good impacts in there. Sadly, no more impact. Only the wars. Maybe I was playing too safe, but I think we're in a position where we can play safe. We don't have to go for anything crazy to win this. We just have to sail the ship home without getting caught up in a war. And this should do it. With the military build-up, 4 military actions, we can go for 3 cannons. We can go for team sports for some extra strength if needed. Yeah, no war from him. Goes for the fast food, we get the Red Cross. Red Cross, finish that. Only problem is we can't go for multimedia, so we go for a bit of balance instead. Balance means science, I guess. I mean, you can go for 1 tank. It's culture from the Colosseum, and then we go for 1 science. Because of the balance. Can still copy tactic. Well, then let's do that, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. I Could just not go for the science, but cannon to be stronger. Be a simpler strength. It probably doesn't though. Temple is better than philosophy? Yes, you're right. I forgot about Mandela. Temple would be... Oh no, it's the same, right? One from the religion, one from Mandela. And the philosophy is two culture from the balance. So it's the same, I guess. Plus any other impact. I mean, he probably didn't play happiness. Variety, yeah, probably would have been better. Also not signaling him that. Yeah, that's probably impact of... yeah, maybe improve industry. Industry, yes, 6 to 11. Balance, 12 to 4. And then wonders, 14 to 6. That's a pretty big wonders. And then government, 22 to 20. So we win the rematch. Nice. And I think a lot of people also bet on me, so you guys were correct. I was able to win this game. So yeah, good game. Nice rematch from Bomb, and this time we were able to win it. I think this time we also played a lot better. So I think this was maybe deserved as well. I mean, we had the really nice game with Barbarossa, something you don't see every time. But definitely very nice. We regained 22 points, which I guess is okay. At 1700 now, and 20. I have a lot of decay, so I get some points from the decay back.